Welcome back to the Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, the top 5 cable networks that are most likely to shut down in the second half of 2024. This is our regularly updated list based on everything happening, and there's a new number 1 most likely to shut down on our list of endangered cable TV networks. We also have most cord cutters are not paying for live TV services, and a shockingly low number of Michigan residents pay for cable TV according to the state of Michigan. These stories and a whole lot more coming up in a quick second. If you want to learn more about these stories, I will put links to each one I talk about in the show notes and in the first pinned comment, so you can rate them there. If you're new here, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends our videos to more people. We would really appreciate it, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high costs of television. With that said, let's dive into it. So, over the last few months, I've been doing a regularly updated list of channels I think are most in danger of shutting down. Now, there's a lot of factors in here, but honestly, it's a personal opinion. It comes from news that are happening about the channel, its recent viewership numbers, and the like. And there's a new number 1, and that is Boomerang. Now, Boomerang's been on our list for a little while, but it was kind of farther down the list. Recently, Warner Bros. Discovery, who also owns Boomerang, partnered with MeTV to launch MeTV Tunes next month. Now, MeTV Tunes will be a free over-the-air broadcast network. We'll also have a free streaming version and a paid streaming version on services probably like Friendly or Philo. No word yet on that officially, but Boomerang's moved to number 1 because now there's this free over-the-air version and online. Why have Boomerang? A lot of that classic cartoon content's moved. Its viewership, according to Variety in 2023, dropped 21% to just 41,000 people watching it during prime time. Now, this isn't just like middle of the day. Prime time, only 41,000. That's shockingly low. There are YouTubers who get live views higher than that regularly. So with that, Boomerang is now our number 1 most likely channel to shut down. Now, does it completely go away? Does it get rebranded into something different like True TV did recently? True TV went from the reality network now to a sports network. We'll keep a very close eye on this, but Boomerang is number 1. Number 2 is FXX. Now, moving a little bit down our list, being jumped by Boomerang, Disney recently agreed to let Spectrum drop that channel, seriously impacting its viewership, which was already down 17% last year to 204,000 viewers on average during prime time. Again, that's not that great. There's a lot of people out there. And increasingly, a lot of the things you would use FXX for, a lot of the reruns and other content, is now available in Hulu and Disney+. And with Disney heavily pushing FX on Hulu to try to drive Hulu subscribers, the future of FXX is kind of in doubt. Now, the FX network, I think, is fine. It's the sub-FXX network that's in trouble. Now, quickly going through the rest, MTV's sub-channels like MTV2, MTV Classic, and other smaller MTV channels. Look for many of these smaller channels to start going away. With that, MTV2 also only had 48,000 viewers during prime time, a drop of 13%. The other smaller MTV networks didn't even fail to register on Variety's list of channel viewership with that. Same goes for the BET smaller channels like BET Hip Hop, Soul, and more. With all that, we're increasingly seeing some of these smaller networks drop out of the top 100 most watched networks, raising the question, again, Paramount Plus has a lot of this content. Why not just push people to Paramount Plus? Also, Freeform. Much like we saw with FXX, the question of Freeform's future is in doubt. Targets a younger audience who are increasingly abandoning cable TV in record numbers. It was also dropped by Spectrum, the largest cable TV company in the United States, no longer even offers this channel. I think this will be an interesting list to watch. We'll be regularly updating this. I don't really have a firm schedule, but as things change, as the market adjusts, I'll be keeping a very close eye on what I think are the top 5 networks to go under. Now, could they all go under this year? Probably not all of them. Would one or more of them maybe see a serious rebranding or maybe even go out of business completely? Yeah, I think it's very possible. Leave me a comment. What do you think is the TV network most likely to go under? My current pick after the MeTV Tunes news is Boomerang. All right, let's keep moving along. Most cord cutters do not watch a live TV service. Now, we did a survey of our readers, and a lot of them said they were new cord cutters. Traditionally, new cord cutters go to a live TV service first because it's the most cable-like experience. And then I find a lot of times they drift away and move to on-demand only services like Disney+, Netflix, and more. Maybe I should say primarily on demand because even some of these have live programming from time to time. Well, the vast majority of you in 2023, according to Leachman Report, did not subscribe to a live TV service. Of the 6.9 million American households that canceled cable TV and satellite, only about 1.9 of you subscribe to a live TV service. And that includes all live TV services, YouTube TV, Hulu, and more. And YouTube TV was the bulk majority of that. That means the vast majority of new cord cutters did not subscribe. Now, according to our readers, of over 500 of you who filled out our survey, about 50-50 said they subscribed and didn't. Now, again, our readers identified a little bit more as newer cord cutters, which I think plays a part of that, as people who are newer are more likely to subscribe to a live TV streaming service, and maybe you're a sports fan. But the vast majority of you do not subscribe to a live TV service. Does that surprise you? Leave me a comment. Speaking of that, the state of Michigan recently released its regular report on Public Service Commission, which oversees things like cable, TV franchises, and more. According to them, there are only 1.29 million households in Michigan that still pay for a cable TV satellite type service. That's of the over 4 million American households that offer a cable TV service or live in Michigan. So only about 31%, a little over, of Michigan households still pay for cable TV. Is that number lower or higher than you thought? And I bet for many states it's increasingly normal. Now, I know, there's a lot of talk, well, 50% of Americans still pay for cable. Well, 50% of people who still offered it in the past. I bet if you look at it, there's a lot of cord nevers in that. I talk about this a lot, right? In my neighborhood, adjacent to it, they just built a brand new neighborhood that attaches in. Suddenly there's a lot more traffic, but that's okay. I bet a vast majority of those homes do not have cable TV. And because of that, it's kind of hard to tell how, based on the number of Americans canceling, what the percentage is. According to Michigan, though, this is the state of Michigan because they're getting tax money from all these cable TV subscribers. Only about 31%. So is that higher or lower? Leave me a comment, let me know. Hey, deal of the day. If you are a military service member, I hope you all had a great Memorial Day. My wife just retired last year after over 20 years in the military. So Memorial Day has a very special meaning for us. But Peacock is offering military service members Peacock for just $1.99 a month for 12 months. Now, to qualify for this, you must be an active duty U.S. military member, reservist, National Guard, U.S. military veteran, or retiree. You have to use the online verification system. If you're one of those, you're probably very familiar with that. You could use it to do things like get discounts at different stores online and the like. But with that, you can get Peacock for just $1.99. So check it out, link in the show notes. Speaking of MeTV Tunes, we just did a breakdown of everything you need to know about it. Over the weekend, Friendly briefly posted on their Facebook page when asked if they would be offering it, that they would. So it was very clear that, oh yeah, we will have that at launch. It stayed up for about 12 hours. We did a story on it, and then they deleted the comment. Raises a question. Was that somebody who prematurely announced it? Often these things need both companies to agree. They like to do a press release, and their PR firm wants to look at it, and then Friendly's PR firm wants to look at it, and like. Or was somebody who runs the Facebook page uninformed? I think that's possible, a little less likely. I'm always saying, don't trust customer service agents on the phone. Those are the people who are least likely to know. It's a totally different level of awareness of what's happening for people who run the social media accounts. Not impossible somebody misstepped and said something they shouldn't, or it was completely false. But it'd be interesting to see if MeTV Tunes is available on Friendly TV when it launches. Friendly TV already offers MeTV and MeTV 2. Speaking of services, Vidgo, the live TV service that has been down for months now, their website's offline. Now, we have talked to people familiar with the situation at the company, and they've said that it's a technical issue and they'll get it back up sometime this week. Vidgo, though, has been down and hunting for investors. We'll see how this all plays out. But Vidgo still says they intend to come back. We'll see if it happens. It's been months. Possible. Kind of question at this point. At some point, you have to ask, what are they going to do with it? We'll keep a close eye on it and see. All right, if you love classic television, Shout TV has launched 24/7 streams of many popular shows, streaming for free on YouTube and other services. But these include Alf the Animated Series, Farscape, Space 1999, The Wise Kids You Know, Mystery Science Theater 3000, Trailer Park Boys, and Pee-wee's Playhouse are now streaming all for free 24/7 on Shout TV's official YouTube channel. Some of this content is also available through other things like Pluto TV and other places. If you want a full list and links, I have a link to it in the show notes down below. And Spectrum customers, they renewed the contract with Paramount. Spectrum's customers will be getting, if you're a TV customer, Paramount Plus and BET Plus for free on their TV plans. Internet-only customers will be able to bundle Paramount Plus and BET into their internet bills. We'll look at details if there's any type of discount with that. But they did renew it, so Spectrum TV will also be keeping Paramount content with that. That's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. Be safe. Have a great day, everybody.